Nope.
From Atlanta, Fulton County.
But one objective.
And there's an exchange.
Stop staring at me, dude. What the hell?
Well,
Yo. This is You Must Be Bored, episode numero 4. And that's coming from two dudes that barely passed Spanish class.
true.
Damn.
Shout out Mrs. Chavez.
Mrs. Chavez. She wouldn't have anything to do with us after that class, though.
No, she don't care about us.
Man, it didn't matter. God, that's crazy. It's crazy how long ago high school was. That it was 7 years ago.
We're still fucking around.
Yeah, we're still dicking around. God.
Yep.
I mean, if anything's changed, it's been the music I've been listening to, if anything.
You've been listening to that soul music, huh?
Well, recently, this year, there's been some crazy shit out this year. I feel like everyone's trying to get like a jump start to the year because everyone wants to get on the road this summer. But I've been listening to some soul. I mean, it's more like alternative than soul, but I've been listening to a lot of Black Joe Lewis and the Honey Bears.
You're showing me that.
Yeah, they're fucking dope. And like Robert Randolph and the Family Band, he's got a new album out. I think it's called Get Soul. He's got a really good voice. He's got an amazing band. But I mean, I feel like we've been kind of listening to a lot of stuff. Like
I need to listen to some soul, dude. I need to get some soul in me.
Soul's been good. I'm listening to a lot of, hip hop, obvious reasons, because everyone's been dropping stuff. I mean, what would you consider like Black Bear, like fucking Mowgli? Forgot to let you guys know Mowgli's here. I mean, you'll see him eventually. I'm sure he'll come bug the shit out of us, but yeah. What would you think Black Bear is like? R&B, pop?
I don't know. Probably
like
I don't know, pop, R&B, rap.
Yeah, it's interesting.
He's cool. He's really cool.
He's like he rides like a weird line.
Yeah,
but
definitely.
Fuck, dude, I am all about Black Bear. He's my dude.
Black Bear's
Stuff he puts out is so sick, and I think he collabs with some of like the people I'm, all about anyways. Collabs with Devin Baldwin. He collabs with Jeezy. He collabs with.
They were collabing since before Jeezy was really popping up.
Yeah, absolutely. 90210.
They're both from the Bay, right?
I don't know if Black Bear's from the Bay or not, but I don't know. And then he just, what's that collab project he's doing with Mike Posner?
Oh,
Mansions.
That shit's dope.
Dennis Rodman,
dude.
featuring Dennis Rodman.
Oh my god. So, you told me about that. I didn't even know about it. They have the weirdest interview at, was it the Grammys?
It was either the Grammys or like the VMAs or something.
It was the
like
weirdest
that.
thing I've ever seen. They dyed their hair green.
They have the green hair.
And they're just throughout, like it's like right now during the podcast, if we just randomly said some shit. Like during the interview, they were saying, mansion.
Weird shout outs or like, I remember there was one interview I saw where it was like Mike was like telephoning his answers to Black Bear and then Black Bear was telling the person.
Oh, Mike thinks this, or
yeah,
Mike only listens to Black Bear or something.
Yeah. Whoa! I guess that tape didn't hold. Damn.
It's all good. Yeah, he was like, Mike only listens to Black right now.
Yeah,
like, it was interesting,
interview.
but it did what it was supposed to. Like,
and then they were at another awards show. Yeah. But they were at another awards show and they were wearing like all pink.
Oh, really?
They were just laying like planked out on the red carpet, and people were just taking pictures. And then I don't know if you saw, but like Mike had on his hands album, and then Black Bear had like out, and then he had April, and Black Bear had 24th. So they would just walk up to people and like throw their hands up like boop, 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 and it would just say like album out April 24th.
Dude, those dudes are
or whatever the date was. What was the date? It was a couple weeks. It was a couple weeks ago. So
it was March something, right? It was
like 23rd or something. Yeah, it was last week.
Yeah, whatever. It was last week.
But then they started pushing the Dennis Rodman, featuring Dennis Rodman.
These guys are creative, crazy.
They are creative. I mean, I think Black Bear's just looking, man. He was super heavy into drugs and super heavy into like the scene a couple years ago. even like a year ago, I think so. I think he's just kind of trying to like change the pace and have some output, but he's been good. I mean, we've been listening to a lot of that. Country, fuck, country comes up all the time. You can't help it. Whatever. You date a girl that's like got boots and like sundresses for days.
That don't mean nothing.
My dad's in a country band. Shout out to Scotty Mac Band.
Hey, I'll shout that out.
Check him out. Playing Huntington like most nights. No, like on the weekends, but yeah, we listen to a lot of country. I've been learning my line dancing. I mean, the girls that show up to country shows.
I'm just a hater, bro. I'm just a hater.
You are?
I'll be honest. I'm a hater.
You're a hater?
I'm a hater.
Yeah.
I just sip on that hater.
We need to go to some line dancing classes.
Yeah, I think I might have to.
You're gonna have to. But other than that, hip hop, fuck, Mansions, goddamn, like.
That Mansions album is so good. I feel like.
Has a couple
like we were talking about earlier. Yeah, it's just super real.
Yeah.
Like it's a pretty dark album, but it's also like you're not like wanting to like cut yourself as you're listening to it, but you're just like, damn, like these are some real dudes. Like and they make it sound really good.
Yeah.
So it's not like some dashboard confessional. You're feeling all shitty, you know, but it's like upbeat sometimes.
Well, especially like I'm talking about horses. He really takes the opportunity to like just be creative, read from his journal. I don't know, whatever you call it. You know, it was a confessional.
Yeah, it was really cool.
It was like totally a confession. But I mean, that was a great album.
Yeah.
Mansions
I really
awesome.
honestly that's something different than anything I've listened to.
So excited for his new album. Oh
yeah.
my god, Digital Drug Lord. I think it drops April 24th. I'm so excited. But other than that, and honestly, it's been a couple years, but I've started to come back around to. I've been listening to reggae like crazy.
I need to put some reggae in my.
And part of it's just kind of it's a good vibe during work. You know, I'm working 8 hours a day, so I just kind of put it on and just emails and you know whatever. Kind of is just a vibe, but man, I've been listening to some reggae.
Dude,
and I remember we used to be heavy into it.
You remember that's all I do before I listened to rap. I was listening to reggae
like
all the time.
I think
Soulja, Revolution.
I think you and Spencer are like probably responsible for like one of the reasons why I even knew where to start.
Dude, Spencer, yeah, he put me on reggae, dude.
Man,
reggae was a big part of our lives in high school.
In high school too, like it got it. Yeah,
we saw that show.
We had some experience. That's the thing. Well, that's what I was trying to figure out how to word when I was like stuttering right there. I was like, dude, it showed us some shit, but also I don't know. We were just going to experience some shit.
Premium culture.
Eric Gershorn was in that, and Kai was in that. There was a couple other cats.
And then Peta
Dylan Taylor was in that. I remember. And then Pacific Dub played right after that. But oh my god,
that they're going on tour again.
How much did we smoke before that show?
Enough. Definitely.
Well, I remember you and Eddie had just gone to like some store, I don't know if it was like a smoke shop or what, and got buy one, get one.
That's all we used to do back then.
Gasmasks.
Yeah. Oh, I thought you were going to say the ounces and the half ounces.
Oh,
we used to get the half ounces of that. Like,
it's the combination of the two that was like.
Yeah.
And so then I remember before we walked in, I think I did like 2 or 3 gas masks of just like, you know, and there's a bong hanging out the bottom of the gas mask, and I'm just like, your eyes are fucking burning. Your nose is like, you can't escape it. Like you exhale and then you inhale, and it's just more weed. And
that thing did the job.
Oh my!
And
I
extra,
was
save for overtime.
Lit. So lit, dude. I think I woke up lit. I was just like.
That was a good show, though.
It was a good show, but the trippy thing was like, yeah, it was kids that we were going to school with at the time, so we were all into it. But I would just look around and see all these kids. I'm like, oh fuck, I have math with her. Oh goddamn, I have chemistry with her tomorrow. Oh shit, and I'm like, and I remember a couple people coming up to me. This one girl in particular, and I remember her being like really conservative, like a sweetheart, like a fucking sweetheart. And she came up, and I'm fucking too high to even deal with this shit right now. But man, if we could only go back for like a second.
Oh man.
Get too high again.
And have the only worries of the fucking homework that's due the next day that I'm gonna copy anyways.
The stupid text I'm gonna send in the morning to some girl I'm trying to get to like me.
Still do that.
Man, we should get to some reggae shows. We should definitely get to some shows this month.
Pete, I'm telling you, Pete Up's on tour.
Peto's on tour. I see that Fortunate Youth is out. So one of the
What's
regular.
that one band you've been listening to?
Yeah,
I want to see
Terra.
that. That'd be sick. I'd be down to see them.
Terra, Iyaterra, and it's they're an LA band too,
I'm down,
which is
dude.
dope.
I'd be so down.
God, I've been so about it recently. They have this, I think their latest album is called Sacred Sounds, and it's got like a statue of like a Hindu spiritual like being like sitting cross-legged, and it's kind of like all reverbing out. But that's an amazing album, man. And it was interesting. I was talking to my buddy, Chris Cockrell, the sax player. We were talking about reggae. He's in a couple reggae bands. He's actually in a reggae band called Los Stellarians, and I think it's like the lead singer of 311. It's like his like little independent.
You showed me that little video.
Yeah, I was telling you about him. And
yeah, that was cool.
We were talking about the reggae scene the other night, and he was talking about how like the people who've really managed to make money doing reggae have been like it's been the white people doing reggae. It's been like the California people doing reggae, or like the people on the East Coast doing reggae, and he's noticed that what the problem has been is like the Jamaican dudes just don't show up. Like they don't give a fuck. Like, and so it's like where the United States reggae, like we know how to like turn it into a business and how to like market it, how to show up on time, how to do the gig, how to like not get too stoned, and it's awesome that like the Jamaican reggae, it's all about the music, but if it's not reaching anyone, then it's a weird dichotomy. And I remember we had a long conversation about it. He's like, yeah, it's been a trip that we're the ones being successful at reggae, and it's like we're like 22-year-old dudes who like.
Are you telling me we should start a reggae band? Is that what you're telling me?
I've been wanting to start a reggae band for a long time.
That's all I really hear. I was like, damn. We need to start a reggae band.
If you could pick an instrument up, let's do it.
That'd be the hard part.
Pick guitar up.
Hit me up in like 5 years. I tried playing guitar. I gave up.
Or
my fingers started hurting.
teach you keyboards.
Ooh, I'd be down. I used to play piano.
Man,
we're not starting a reggae band. That's not gonna happen.
I don't know why we wouldn't. Just like post it on the channel and just go for it.
What would we call it?
The Panja Boys. I don't know. We'd have to think about it for a second, but
White privilege.
But yeah, white. I'm good on that one.
It sells, you said. Let's do it.
Yep. I guess we could do it. This one's a little boring. I'm gonna edit all this out.
Do you want to talk about more than music? Just keep going,
Like what?
Talk about the Big Sean thing, and then I'll lead into like going to concerts alone, and we'll talk about
Okay.
Fun.
Alright. I mean, we forgot to mention during like hip hop, like Big Sean's new album.
Dude, that's an album. I think it's amazing.
No Favors with Eminem is
Eminem
probably
goes
one of my favorite
in.
songs that's dropped this year. Damn, and that beat is so sick, and the production on it is great. You were the one that told me that when Big Sean got Eminem's verse, he was like, oh fuck, and he went back and rewrote his whole first verse to make it like twice as long.
He's like, I had to edit some stuff.
Anyone would.
Because Eminem goes ham.
He goes heavy. He takes like half that song. He deserves it.
And he's just murdering that beat. He's all over the place. He's killing it. And he's got that new kind of sound that he's doing. It's like deeper and
yeah, he's going pretty hard. Yeah.
I liked it.
I hope he drops something soon.
He said he's working on an album. He dropped that campaign speech where he like.
Oh yeah.
It was almost a cappella.
Yeah,
it
absolutely was a cappella.
Super soft beat.
You just went to the Big Sean show.
Dude, that
Did he feature anyone while he was there? Because there's a couple features on the album.
None of them that were on the album. Made in Tokyo was the opener, and they have a song that they just did. They shot the music video like not too long ago. It was his song, Made in Tokyo. Gotcha. Big Sean featured on. They did that song. That was it. He's whatever. He honestly, his Made in Tokyo's part was sick, whatever. It was
Yeah.
good. But when Big Sean came on, dude, that shit was tight.
That's tight.
He
And it was
killed it.
intimate. It was where? House of Blues?
House of Blues 99.
Fuck.
And the new one's pretty dope.
So intimate.
It was cool. Yeah, he did a really good job. Sound was good and everything was sick. And
I get a feeling he's like not trying to play massive shows. He's trying to like give his audience a show.
yeah, he was all about it. He was about the fans and everything. He ended the show and his encore was "I Don't Fuck with You" and "Move" or "Bounce Back."
Bounce Back is sick. Every night I bounce back. Ay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Dude, and that part where he drops and he's like, "I woke up in peace mode."
Oh,
dude.
everybody.
That part, everything was just like.
That's
bouncing,
so
dude.
sick.
It was sick. It was dope.
Yeah, that's super tight. Man. Well, there's a lot more to come, dude. Like, next month, I think Joey Badass is dropping next month. Digital Drug Lord, obviously Black Bear's dropping.
Yeah.
I'm just anticipating a lot of stuff this week, this year. I want something from Eminem to drop. Logic's got to drop something soon.
We're waiting on a
G-Eazy,
lot of
hopefully.
dates.
Yeah.
We're waiting on just dates. But then we know they're all working on
Yeah,
something.
we know it's all coming this year.
And because
But
Russ has an album coming too.
I bet
He's
Drake's
got
working on some collab thing probably
Yeah.
too. As much as that was fun, like doing,
Kanye.
doing
We'll
the
see,
More
dude.
Life thing.
There's stuff cooking. Oh, Kendrick's dropping in April.
Oh, Kendrick's dropping in
Kendrick's
April.
dropping
I'm
in
really
April.
excited about Kendrick. How did I
Um,
miss that?
The new single drops dope.
Yeah. But we got a lot to look forward to. I mean, maybe we'll make another podcast out of just the music thing. Make it, a couple weeks. I'm down.
Drake just dropped. We dropped a video on our YouTube channel if you want to
Yeah.
watch that, where we react and review it with the star of Chalking It Up with Chew.
Chopping up with
Chewy
Chew,
Charles.
Mr. Chewy Charles and crew.
Check that out. YouTube Babylon Creations. But yeah.
We were a little jived up.
yeah.
So,
Yeah.
we were a little
So
jived up.
excuse the stupidity.
Like I said, I think we were a little high on vitamin Drizzy.
little OD right there.
A little bit. But man,
Dude, do you think? No, I bring this up because. So I went to a concert with Carly's cousin Amanda and her boyfriend. He said he goes to concerts like all the time, and he'll even go by himself if he has to.
damn.
What do you? When I heard him say that, I was like. But then I was like, man, that's kind of dope. Like, I wish, like, I'm in the movies by myself. Like, what the hell is the difference with concert? Like, what if someone no one else I know listens to and I want to, like, see them?
Yeah. No, I feel the same way. I'm like, I should be able to work up the courage to go.
Yeah. It's such
Because
a weird
I've
feeling,
missed
right?
shows just because it's like, fuck, I don't want to go by myself. And I don't
Yeah.
know who wants to go.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to buy 2 tickets and have someone not down to go.
Yeah.
And no,
But it's like,
I should do
why
that.
don't, you know what I mean? What is that
all
feeling?
it takes is like getting out of your shell a little bit, meeting someone at the bar, grabbing a drink, and then.
But what
you're
if
good.
you didn't, what if you didn't even meet anyone? Like, I don't know, the idea to me of like, I'm gonna go, I'm gonna watch the show, and I'm gonna dip, and like, not give a fuck about anyone else, like, whatever happens, like.
Yeah. It's kind of cool.
Yeah, it's cool, but at the same time, I'm like, why is that scary? Like, that's, you know what I mean? Like, why is that weird? Like, I'm
Yeah.
a human being.
Well,
I
it's
can
like-
do anything I want.
It always makes
If I
me
want to
think
go
of
see it,
like.
I'll go see it.
It makes me think of this thing that I think a teacher told like our class one time. It was like something along the lines of like as much as you're thinking about what other people are thinking about you, like, and he phrased it as like, you don't think that's what everyone else is doing.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, everyone's thinking about how everyone else is perceiving them. And what I mean by that is no one's thinking about you. Like, they're thinking about themselves. So like, at that point, yeah, and on that note, it's like, yeah, I don't know why you wouldn't just be able to show up to a show, have fun, look around. And like it's like, if you do look around, you see some dude kind of standing by himself, you never think like, oh, this dude's just here by himself? Like, what the fuck? This dude's a weirdo. No, it's like he's waiting for someone,
or you don't even
you're in
think
your
about
own
it,
vibe, dude. You're just in your own space, so
Yeah.
I'm gonna make a point to do that this year. Maybe go to a couple shows by myself, just
to do that to your soul, you know, like, because it's like,
put myself in a weird, uncomfortable position.
yeah,
Something I wouldn't do naturally, something I'd kind of have to force myself into. But yeah, there have been a handful of shows that I'm like, I literally passed up on them because I'm just like, I don't want to go by myself. I don't want to get off of work and just cruise up there by myself
Yeah.
and just chill. Like,
yeah,
I
it's
don't know
like,
why not, but
what we were talking about earlier, like, is that a sense of too much thinking about others or too much thinking of yourself? It's like kind of a weird thing to think about because it's like, are you really caring about what others think?
Is it an ego trip or ego dissolution? Yeah. Like, huh?
It is kind of a weird thing to think about.
Yeah.
That reminds me of Russ was live the other day, or like it might have been 2 or 3 weeks ago, and people were like commenting on the live video like, "Oh, you're such a fucking loser. You're all by yourself." Like, you're all by because it was when he was with his mom on that trip. He's like, "You're by yourself, just so chilling." Sick. And he was like, "Yo," you know. He gets all like, "Yo." He's like, "Let me tell y'all."
Yo, hold up.
Yeah, he's like, "Let me tell y'all, like, a lot of rappers are messing up because like they can't just be by themselves. Like they don't know how to just enjoy themselves. So they always got to be around money and women and partying and always." True. And he's like, "But you got to learn to just be like, dude, I'm gonna kick it with myself because I'm fucking dope." Like,
well, not even that, but just having that sense of security of just like yourself. I don't need to be entertaining someone to be me. I don't need to be like, receiving anything from anyone to be me. It's like I'm just. This is what it is. And for him, that turns into, I'm gonna make a fucking beat. Yeah. And then 45 minutes later, he's got a beat.
Such hits, dude.
Yeah, it's just so.
That was a trip to see that because I was like, damn, that's dope.
I'm getting more comfortable with that though. I feel like because I'm starting to see the people around me like they're either in like really unhealthy relationships or they're like fucking married and locked down. I'm like, whoa, I got time. Yeah. I got like I'm just gonna do this shit like just grind it out, but. Yeah, I forgot my point.
No, I think that it's been helpful.
I'm just being comfortable being by myself and working on our fucking craft. Editing videos. I think that's what making music and
even no matter what this turns into, it's like it's dope that we're just like working on shit.
Yeah, and that's the thing. It's like as much as we think like, oh, the first time we get that shitty comment or like, what are people gonna say? It's like kind of like you said that kind of like buffered it all for all of us. It's just like. Who actually wants to be the dude that says something really shitty anyways? Yeah. And so it's like, I don't know, it's this weird thing of like you anticipate the worst, but no one really gives it to you, and so you're kind of, this weird line, you're like always kind of walking.
It's kind of back to the thing about the concerts, like no one's fucking caring enough.
No,
like,
and then at the end of the day,
enough. It's like if they say it like that, like as an idiot, it scrolls on. Like,
yeah.
They
and
give
then
it
if they do say something,
if
they say something, it's like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, exactly.
Like we're doing something. I'm hanging out with my boys and like, we're doing something fun.
What are you doing that you have the time to stop and
like
comment some bullshit?
Criticize my shit. Yeah.
If anything, you gave me a view. That's dope.
Thanks, bro. Exactly, but. Oh man, I don't know what we're gonna do for.
Have we convinced you of our self-confidence yet? Cause it's strong.
If you didn't pick up on it from the Drake video, you definitely got it from right here.
Oh man. Episode 4 is an interesting one.
4 is interesting. 5, man, episode 5. We gotta do something kind of special.
Jason Statham's coming in, right? He's gonna show us some movies.
Well, either him or Jason Bateman.
Oh, we had them. Did we book them both?
I think we booked them both for the same time slot.
Dude, Jennifer.
Well,
we gotta hire a new secretary.
I've sat down with her like a couple hours a week and just kind of walked her through the basic calendar, like how it works and what the numbers mean and how they correspond to like the times on the clock.
Dude, she's a bitch.
But. I think what confused her is that both their names are Jason. So, because what I saw on the schedule was Jason Bateman Statham, and I was like, who is that guy? I don't want that guy. I want either this guy or that guy. But that's why we can't hire that's why we fired Mowgli. He just couldn't keep tabs on our fucking books, dude. He didn't know how to pay people correctly. He was, fucking up all the deposits. I remember one time I drove him to the bank. We pulled up to the front. I opened the door. I'm like, Mowgli, like, go deposit the fucking check. Like, I'll be waiting out here. I had some shit I needed to do on my phone. I needed to like post some stuff and get some stuff up to date on the Facebook page. And all he did was he just chased pigeons around the parking lot the whole fucking time. That's all he did. He just chased pigeons. I'm like. Are we gonna get anything done?
Dude, I don't even want to bring him up because
he's a bitch and a pussy.
It's too much, yeah.
It's too much.
Don't get me too heated.
Well, on that note, Goddamn ugly.
Goddamn.
Goddamn. I'm not gonna sip your drink. I forgot I set mine right here. So 4 was our sloppiest one. But we'll hit you with a better number 5, I promise. If anything, we'll have 4 less bourbons and cokes. So have a great night. And I guess Blake is not gonna give me anything. Right
Oh,
now.
sorry. Yo, you must be bored. Episode 4. We out.
Later.
That like channeled an inner Chewie right there.
.com